$1 historic tax cut even had a chance to take effect. All good news for us. And liberals, the media, they said, oh, the tax cuts are going to be terrible for the economy. It's only going to benefit corporations. By the way, corporations don't pay taxes. Turns out to be a big fat lie. They pass the cost on to us. Companies like, look, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank, Southwest Airlines, and others, American Airlines, Fifth Third Bank, even Comcast, the parent company of Conspiracy TV, MSNBC. Wow, because of the tax cut, they're giving their employees $1,000 bonuses and pay raises. Other companies have said they will invest now billions back into the U.S. economy, build factories and manufacturing centers and hire new employees. Not to mention, you, the American people, will soon start to see money in your paychecks where it belongs. It's all because of what? This tax bill that the media said was god-awful. It just shows you how clueless and how the media lies to you daily and, frankly, how much they hate President Trump. They have this Trump-hating obsession, which I told you about last night, which means that they will do and say anything to try and hurt him on a daily basis. Let me tell you how it works, because I told you all about CNN. He actually called him a demented liar. And then Conspiracy TV, NBC, has to say, no, that's not enough. He's not only demented, he's deranged and a pathological liar. And they talk to each other. What we have now is a media so corrupt, they're all a bunch of sheep, they're brain dead, they're hypnotized, and it's like watching a horror movie unfold before our eyes. Remember, only days ago, the media wanted you to believe we were on the verge of nuclear war with North Korea. Well, why is that? Because unlike his predecessors, President Trump refused to be an appeaser and capitulate to the threats of Kim Jong-un and North Korea. Watch the media's hysterical coverage as they lie to you.
President essentially daring the leader of nuclear-armed North Korea tonight to prove that his button works. This is our world now.
16 tweets today to start the new year, some of them deeply disturbing. These are the messages from a person who is not well, from a leader who is not fit for office.
Trump needs to be medicated and hospitalized at this point, or he is going to just kill all of us.
His recent tweet about North Korea and the nuclear button, the size of the nuclear button that has raised alarm bells, not just from Democrats, but from Republicans as well.
Now, that frenzied display was 2 days ago from the media. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders slapped down the press for attacking the president. Good for her. Let's watch this.
Should Americans be concerned about the president's mental fitness, that he appears to be speaking so lightly about threats regarding the nuclear button?
I think the president and the people of this country should be concerned about the mental fitness of the leader of North Korea. He's made repeated threats. He's tested missiles time and time again for years. And this is a president who's not going to cower down and is not going to be weak and is going to make sure that he does what he's promised to do, and that's stand up and protect the American people.
Understand, 48 hours ago, your media was losing their minds and predicting, potential nuclear fallout. Well, that was, of course, until Steve Bannon's comments about the president surfaced. Then the narrative magically shifts away and changes, and the world is going to end at any minute, and then they find a new best friend. That's right. Oh, let's see, a guy they've hated forever. They have uncontrollable glee that Steve Bannon, a guy that they hate, said something about the president. It just shows you how pathetic all of these people are. Now, look at how breathlessly they are covering the Bannon story. Did they ever tell you a single thing about the economy that's good? Anything that Trump's done good? If the dog bites, the bee stings. If you're feeling sad in the media's world, it's all Donald Trump's fault. Watch this.
New revelations from a soon-to-be published book are rocking the Trump administration tonight, portraying President Donald Trump as a volatile and uncontrollable force within the White House.
President Trump issued a statement like no presidential statement ever before in American history, lambasting his former campaign and White House senior strategist Steve Bannon in no uncertain terms.
Now it seems Bannon has turned on his old boss. Bannon on the record saying things implicating him in the Russia probe and that suggests Trump's oldest son and son-in-law committed treason.
You now have Steve Bannon, a guy that they all would have had their arms around and had their thumbs up taking pictures 2 days ago. Now Steve Bannon is talking about treason.
And that bombshell book, Rocking the White House, Michael Wolff's Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House. It features blistering attacks on the president and his family from Steve Bannon, the strategist by Trump's side during the campaign and the early days in the White House. It has drawn a furious response from President Trump.
This is how bad it is. Look at the graphic from CNN fake news Jake Tapper and what he used earlier today to talk about the new Michael Wolff book. Mental fitness? Really? Now, in a way, I feel sorry for fake news Jake. He has to take his marching orders from his Trump-hating, soon-to-be scandal-plagued boss, Jeff Zucker, who's best friends with Matt Lauer. The media could barely control themselves over the Bannon story, and you can bet they will drag this out as long as possible until the next crisis they create comes along. And if it's nuclear war coming, 2 days later, they'll forget about it. Here's the thing when it comes to the media in this country. Their biased, abusive attacks against this president are unprecedented. But you know what? In a way, they've always shown their liberal bias. The media has been an extension of the Democratic Party for decades. Here's the proof.